the first to know Nsem-Pii TV.
Abusia medemoko akupiemu ewo mrashe bedwem na enra Nsem-Pii na NDC ye ewo mrashe bedwem abra NPP MP for Kpandai Honorable Matthew Nyindam original say obey debate afa finance minister Sh0cks atofo in 2026 budget enche obewidi ewo mrashe bedwem na abra Honorable Matthew Nyindam NPP MP for Kpandai original so the same ebetu Ghana NDC MPs no the majority caucus led by Honorable Mahama Ayarega emo soligina omo omano den se omo ntena ho ema Honorable Martin Nyindam emfansem emetu Ghana nye NP for Kpandai ebiem na ye ha ana Tamale High Court the ruling ebetu Ghana say 2024 elections are yekoto ye parliamentary election no enam so ema Honorable Martin Nyindam ebe NPP MP for Kpandai no Tamale High Court the ruling about between just say 2024 election no maybe ato sin ewo ho awbe yan say yisi ebe rerun ewo Kpandai constituency within 30 good days enti omo NDC MPs no ejina Tamale High Court ruling we ade about between just say omo emma Honorable Martin Nyindam emfa nsembia emetudwa emfa 2026 budget no nyame nko a omo sake Honorable Martin Nyindam every chamber ho. And I'm so Emma and then Abra MPs no echo asetina no Speaker of Parliament Sh0cks was na Bagbin every ruling be able to draw FA and same way now say NDC MPs no the majority caucus in him say Honorable Martin Nyindam any lawyers afile a notice of appeal and stay of execution against Tamale High Court ruling or the Bible to draw no obi afile a notice of appeal say your man is 7 good days or 7 good days. Now within 7 good days, no, say court no emfa a substantive order be metu dia or no, he is still the member of Parliament. Within 7 good days, no, Honorable Martin Nyindam is still the member of Parliament for the good people of Kpandai. Now 7 days, no, eso na court no emfa a substantive order be metu dia emfa the notice of appeal now afale na no ana ono Speaker of Parliament Sh0cks was no Bagbin any NDC MPs na majority caucus no ebe ya adwen enti minimum kasa de 7 good days ade anim no and I say Honorable Martin Nyindam any lawyers etom na si form no mi bibia efa ensem we nyina ho nyina no nko sa de ensem atudwa and all ruling SIB atudwa efa minority leader Honorable Osahene Alexander Kwamna afenyo markings ho wo de yenje bre yenkoti obi abra no ne reporter twetwem komo efa ensem we nyina ho
Unko Parliament na yenkodi nkomo kwaku akwa abare to say hello kwaku asanto otinenka
obi me chenka
good and you say a lot of action in Parliament. Speaker was expected to deliver a ruling be akosi say me pacho
well and it's for Bekaya and Parliament and Matthew Nyindam NPP MP for Kpandai also original also the DBT 2026 budget Dr. Kasalato forcing representing the Parliament and also young national minority majority force omon peninsula that say na what year na Tamale High Court in Nsem-Pii just say Martin Nyindam election the Parliament December 2024 who atotima and court no order say electoral commission and rerun Kpandai bosui baako da in 30 days time omonye na omo dey say Martin Nyindam a file notice of appeal any application for execution here no a mere filing of these documents does not stay the decision of the High Court and inti oman peneso ama Martin Nyindam ankoso ansona din amfa budget no fi so Martin say court no decision makes him no longer member of Parliament. Now you show me say anka second district of South Konya mu be ma ruling no ade but or they to na shebe de fo nim say aban Bagbin ankasa ato nkra de ama ne say ono a person betina Konya mu na obaji nsem no ho no ma reason ruling on the matter no please Speaker of Parliament na Konya mu e ma ye bompa wie and the first order of business the first thing he did was to zoom straight and offer a ruling on that matter. The ruling no is in twofold. First, they say the Parliament has been served with a High Court order annulling the election of Martin Nyindam as a member of Parliament. Nemom, when you say Martin Nyindam a filing notice of appeal, any state of execution, and as also appeal, civil procedure rules more, a transfer so only file notice this year. A stay decision of the High Court, for 7 days. In fact, he cited order rule 27 of the civil procedure rules of the Court of Appeal to back this position. Say, Emunti Martin Nnam bet to me Abba and Masebe I do as a member of Parliament. Enkosi 7 days in over expire. Unti Enkosi 1st December I do that in the media. Martin Nnam, it is member of Parliament as a member of Parliament. Lemon say do that epan not a court for incident plan send so and make a substantive order there. Never say the High Court ruling annulling the election and a the one in force. Lemon mention say what file the notice of appeal even though it has not been heard ordinary say civil procedure rules of the Court of Appeal or kind of say the decision is paid for 7 days. And only Bagbin the decision what taking regarding Martin Nnam and whether or not Kpandai seat has become vacant by virtue of the Family High Court ruling of Monday.
Oh, okay. And after Monday, Sir Matthew Nnam will be here. Was any lawyers pushima the court no efficacy data on what the application for stay of execution and subsequently the substantive appeal. Are they also focusing on CCR and on
Exactly. In particular, the application for stay of execution. I could see 1st December there. I say ultimately share na court no etna so na make a substantive order. This one is just an interlocutory specific from the Court of Appeal rule. Sure. It's not say what file this notice, amount of 7 days reprieve.
Yes.
From now up until 3rd December, they can carry out his business as a member of Parliament.
Very well. Now, a bonus and after the ruling, when you Matthew Nnam no nakasa.
Martin Nnam ankasa and a prayer be only chamber. Only say what bad na shebe jemu hadia. Now, make us here, me step out of the chamber. Now, Martin Nnam any around, although or Kassache Joy FM, Eman in Chemisi on the day, but also consider the whole member of Parliament in November. But you see, I can say there, or my higher, in for the Tankano, and Kasaya about this decision. A man of some timeline there, but it is a very strict timeline to say, oh, yeah, Juma.
Very well. We'll see. I mean, but me say after I know say can be so far minority leader when it's not or say they.
And also say chief Obekaya na what you mean no muna majority leader Mahama Yarega making formal complaint to the Parliament of Ghana. Any speaker said the minority leader Alexander Fedomakin I name be a book Parliament in India. Say among Obekaya last meeting. Parliament take a decision say the delegation they call ECOWAS Parliament, Alexander Fedomakin, almost unity, which say almost sure must say money kika minority leaders, any majority leaders, that delegation ECOWAS Pan-African Parliament, almost for more count. Then Fedomakin, I call the name of ECOWAS Parliament as your deputy speaker Antino. Now or institution young funny division. In fact, the list are minority for a presentee, when he being a woman as a member of the delegation. Then when Parliament take a resolution say me give him every place with Madame Patricia Piaget, the deputy minority leader. We know say subsequently Madame Patricia Piaget can send this on the call. Then the resolution of Parliament take not a woman. And Ghana delegation I call Nigeria san come so in as ECOWAS Parliament. Yes, we call on normal Alexander Fedomakin a anything Nigeria for any ECOWAS for say Ghana for ye Fedomakin free at the end of the year and almost swear Ghana and take your rightful place in the ECOWAS Parliament. And it had to, according to the majority, they had to take threats. So say Oman sure Munipato Ankwa all the you who if ECOWAS Parliament and only complainer Mama Yarga Emekia or say that behavior, less than a Fedomakin or show up or ECOWAS Parliament, a Parliament in India, is not Parliament a passing resolution. In his opinion, it was contemptuous of Parliament. Or Parliament here in Nsem-Pii say the next day, and for the ruling member, then we say in Nsem-Pii a BCC and he was for remember, and then the ruling already. Now, Oyani issue more 88 and 79. Prima facie, Alexander Afenyomarkin conduct contemptuous of parliament into a citing for contempt. And then say Alexander Afenyomarkin you're holding for contempt of parliament. They are referring to the privileges committee. The privileges committee and say Alexander Afenyomarkin conduct meets the threshold set up under the rules. Say a parliament in India. Now move for recommendations and the Speaker of Parliament say prima facie the conduct of Alexander Afenyomarkin show up where was parliament, a parliament in India and the privileges committee going regime report and parliament.
Na time majority leader the allegation against Afenyomarkin no. Afenyomarkin enya the right to be heard and also sorry kasa or parliament extreme the frontier their course on the course.
On that day, Alexander Afenyomarkin no parliament today, but one sorry and now anchor
okay.
The complaint went to the speaker decided so now I'm making say complaint is grounded to admit it in the first place.
Yes.
A discussion prima facie case and in the speaker of parliament so what issue never share there is a prima facie case. Say Alexander Afenyomarkin conduct any parliament in India. It was a privileges committee. I could show me now almost making a definite position. Say the decision of Afenyomarkin to attend ECOWAS parliament, despite he is being removed from the delegation, is contentious of parliament and internet. He can make Alexander Afenyomarkin will hear Afenyomarkin so original in answer. Now, Professor Kabi, name speaker where the Senate of Parliament, one catching the eye of the speaker. It's big and fair, or no, Speaker of Parliament, I'm making this ruling.
Oh, okay. It is a presumption, before Speaker bar to the conclusion, said there is a prima facie case. The presumption is now only Afenyo, only Afenyo Kasadada, right? It's on the side of the story.
Well, I'm not going to say because Speaker because he wanted to just make a prima facie determination, he did not need to hear from Afenyomarkin. Even the removal of teachers and Nsem-Pii, even Nsem-Pii, Speaker of Parliament and church remove from me understanding from the opinion or the two Parliament and name the allegation of contempt you making against Alexander Afenyomarkin in the Speaker of Parliament and no Speaker of Parliament just say Alexander Afenyomarkin for say where he's in contempt of parliament. Minimum in summer a kafa Afenyomarkin who no credit it may be grounds for contempt. In the court to the privileges committee inquire who they almost establish all the facts then they can make a recommendation to the parliament. But means can't Speaker of Parliament and Alexander Afenyomarkin a kafa upon some and now no kasa.
Very well. From the speaker's desk, there two rulings were in a bar, right?
Yes.
And apart from Wayne, and then a Kosovo Parliament.
Well, the debate on the 2026 budget is concluded. You see, Alexander Afenyomarkin and also the leaders are concluding. Alexander Afenyomarkin every 1 hour to make the case for his side, or we are majority leader, and to make the case for his side. That's a debate, about the year. Then Parliament will start taking the various estimates from the ministries, departments, and agencies. Then they will put it on the floor. Committees will work, and then ultimately an appropriation will be passed before Parliament goes on break for Christmas.
And the leaders will be able 1 hour to speak.
Yes, 1 hour.
Hey, wow! But one interesting thing about up during this debate, this whole thing around sanitary parts. I think Honorable Ekovesint Asifua Ena Erezi, has there been an official response from MPs on the majority side? I think the two of them now Ministry of Education into Inusaf Hussein. Is it Inusaf Hussein? Your friend is saying the Education Minister and the Deputy Haruna Idrisu and Clement Park. Omar can who be officially?
In fact, when the member raised that issue on Tuesday, I understand. I understand. Said the Education Minister himself responded. Say the mathematics a quarter of a year, he said Omo as education ministry the sanitary pass omo chain no it just follows the book of the mass in spot on.
Okay.
In fact, and now so Clement Park a press conference at which I was present at section same no say sanitary pass no omo che e bi kra e da so ha omo ntini na nwie it just say matter visit the course of fire no and so that is the opinion both the majority the education minister and the deputy have made. One, Haruna Idrisu Ankasa made a comments on the floor on Tuesday, and then yesterday the deputy held a press conference in Parliament.
Very well. Kwaku, my na Bibiania, Yabesa Babidin Komobio. Why? Kweku Asante and a training in Parliamentary Affairs correspondent and I'm say my rundown on what happened in Parliament and the Honorable John Dark winning MP for Swami on the legal counsel for the minority in Ghana's Parliament. Honorable Akwabe Kosi saying so me.
I mean Joseph.
So Apomi there. Inti and speaker ruling about the Matthew Yendan situation in Kpandai and flowing from the Tamale High Court judgment. No speaker Chumwa, the rules of engagement no clear. Say when you file a stay against the order of the High Court, it will pen for 7 days. After which the court no and effective directive staying the decision of the lower court there, not just the High Court judgment would stay. It was saying from the minority side, you name say more issue statement or more condemning the behavior of the High Court justice. No, but with the speaker ruling, we Mojen is saying.
Okay, what it is, when normally a judgment is given, there's an automatic stay for that 7 days period.
Sure.
And so my speaker's argument within that 7 days, if you file for execution, then you are right to have the execution stayed until the matter is properly heard. I mean, the truth is that me as a lawyer, I understand that there are two schools of thought, and the jury is still out there as to whether filing of stay execution of this sort should stay the hands of a judgment creditor, for instance.
Yes.
You know, and for some of us on this particular case, the filing of the stay of execution, which came immediately after the judgment. And that is what trying to refer to say within that 7 days there was an automatic stay, and then he filed the stay of execution within that period, and I say at all cost. And then so long as he's filed the stay of execution and he's taking steps to appeal the decision, he believes that he should continue to hold himself out as an MP until the matter is finally determined. Always the issue, Honorable Dafyama Polka. I think he was wrong on the law and he feels it's right. But I think look, I think a judgment, about judge, empire copy of the judgment by that's a different after list of execution, pending one, the seat of the judgment, we are to take steps to execute his case. What do you mean? I said within that period now, say Kakran will do a this scandal and I said Okotoni down, Okotoni sign it down. Execution, it takes time. It is a family step of execution. They should allow him to hold himself out as an MP until the matter is finally determined. But sometimes the judges now they look at the practicalities of some of these cases. So they will say that they will look at the case on its own merit.
Yes.
So you look at this particular case where judge say election within 30 days, there is a stay of execution, there is an appeal pending. The election now 2 3 weeks after judgment now of course they say the High Court was wrong. What happened? And they say so I believe the speaker in his wisdom said that look, it should be better if it stayed. And I'm sure when the Court of Appeal actually hears the matter, when they hear the particular motion for stay of execution, when also any speaker say they should stay all execution until the matter is finally determined. Because if you allow execution to go on, and so now, what we see as there will be no subject matter to even discuss. There will be nothing. And the court look at every case on its own merit. And I believe that on the merits of this case, the court should do right by the people of Ghana, just like the Speaker of Parliament did today, saying that under the Court of Appeal rules, once you file the state of execution, and in this particular matter, looking at the fact of the case, but this is proper, so the matter is stayed until the Court of Appeal itself hears the motion for state of execution. But this one, I agree with him.
Yeah, but so what Speaker ruling now, it throws out two different issues. Number one, NSA, and the Speaker was quite categorical, said, based on the automatic stay after the High Court ruling, which is 7 days, no, and no the Speaker no every year, Juma, in the Wakase, Matthew Yendam can hold himself up as Member of Parliament, sit through Parliament proceedings, take part in the debate until the 1st of December, by which time as our automatic 7 days no would elapse. After the 1st of December, no, say court no entna say NTA application no and grantee stay now. Then from the 1st of December, he may not be able to hold himself up as a Member of Parliament. That is the Speaker's ruling.
I think that is what I got from the Speaker's ruling. Because I wasn't in the chamber at the time. We were having a continuity. And I got the rendition from the writer, Mama